Hi readers and listeners, I am COLLIN, your speaker for today. Today we will talk about designing learning activities in mathematics by applying the following. First is Constructivism and Discovery Learning. Second is Inquiry-Based Learning with Reflective Teaching. Third is Cooperative Learning with Writing to Learn. And last, Blended Teaching Approach or the Flipping Classroom. Now let's proceed to the objective of this lesson. At the end of the discussion, the pre-service teacher should be able to design learning activities utilizing constructivism and discovery learning. Second is design learning activities utilizing inquiry-based learning with reflective teaching. Third is design learning activities utilizing cooperative learning structure with writing to learn. And lastly, design learning activities utilizing blended teaching approach. Now let's proceed to our discussion. Constructivism and Discovery Learning. The discovery learning method is an active, hand-on style of learning originated by Jerome Bruner in 1960s. John Dewey emphasized that we should be learning by doing. The discovery learning method is a constructivist theory, and there are three types of constructivism. First is the cognitive constructivism. It focuses on the idea that learners should be related to the learner's stage of cognitive development. Second is the social constructivism. It focuses on the collaborative nature of learning. Knowledge developed from how people interact with each other, their cultures, and society at large. And last, the radical constructivism. It is very different from cognitive and social constructivism. It focuses on the idea that learners and the knowledge they construct tell us nothing real, only help us function in our environment. Now, let's tackle about inquiry-based learning with reflective teaching. Inquiry-based learning aims to develop students' abilities to analyze, synthesize, and evaluate information indicate of high-level thinking according to Bloom's taxonomy. Inquiry-based learning, it is a form of sense-making approach to engage students in ongoing process of genuine curiosity, authentic experiences, and construction of deep understanding. Reflective teaching is a process wherein teachers reflect on their teaching practice in order to examine the overall effectiveness of their instructive approaches. The benefits or advantage of inquiry-based learning are enhanced learning experience for students. Rather than memorizing facts from the teacher, inquiry-based learning enhances the learning process by letting students explore topic themselves. Second is teaching skill needed for all areas of learning. As they explore a topic, students build critical thinking and communication skill. Third is foster curiosity in students. An inquiry-based learning approach lets students share their own ideas and questions about a topic. This helps fosters more curiosity about the materials and teachers' skills students can use to continue exploring topics they are interested in. Depends students on understanding of the topic. Rather than simply memorizing facts, students make their own connections about what they are learning. This allows them to gain a better understanding of a topic than they would get by just memorizing and recalling facts. Next is allow students to take ownership of their learning. Students have the opportunity to explore a topic, giving them more of a sense of ownership over their learning. Instead of the teachers telling them what they should know, students are able to learn in a way that works from them. After that is increased engagement with the materials. As a form of active learning, this approach encourages students to fully engage in the learning process. By allowing students to explore topics, make their own connections, and ask questions, they are able to learn more effectively. Last is create love of learning. Inquiry-based learning is designed to teach students a love of learning. When students are able to engage with the materials in their own way, not only are they able to gain a deeper understanding, but they are able to develop a passion for exploration and learning. Now, let's proceed to the cooperative learning with writing to learn. Cooperative learning encourages achievements, student discussion, active learning, student confidence, and motivation. Cooperative learning, sometimes called small group learning. It is an instructional strategy in which small groups of students work together on a common task. Cooperative learning changes students' and teachers' role in classroom, wherein students learn from the teachers and teachers learn from the student. Now, let's proceed to the last topic, which is blended teaching approach or the flipping classroom. There is a big difference between classroom learning and online learning. Classroom learning is done in person with the teacher present to guide the lesson, while online learning, on the other hand, can be done anytime and anywhere. The combination of classroom learning and online learning is called blended learning. A flipped classroom is a type of blended learning where students are introduced to content at home and practice working through it at school. Classroom learning has its benefits. You can ask the teacher questions directly and get immediate feedback. You're also more likely to stay on track with the lesson since you're in a structured environment. Online learning has its own set of advantages. You can learn at your own pace and go back over materials as many times as you need. You also have more flexibility when it comes to where and when you learn. The benefits of blended learnings are increased flexibility, improved engagement, reduced costs, better access to learning materials, better retention rate, better control over the content, and lastly, better feedback opportunities. And that's all. I hope you learned from our discussion.